Today is 10/1/2021. So let's see. Yesterday the market was selling off. And definitely I think that the target is going to be 41.30 or somewhere there. We break 42.50. But today, being a Friday, we gapped up and then we started selling off. There were so many people who had bought puts that I was thinking that we would not break down right away, because those puts need to, people need to feel that the puts that they bought are not worth it, get rid of them, and because the market is going higher and they think the correction is done, and then we fall apart. This is my premise, and that's how I'm positioning myself. But yesterday, this is what I did. DraftKings over here had a small gap, which is where I thought it could probably go, but beyond that, I did not expect it to go any further. Main reason I'll show to you. So over here, it came right at the anchored VWAP, okay? It came right at the anchored VWAP. The slow stochastics was at 2. And so it seemed ideal. I'm like, okay, it can at the most go to this gap, not beyond that. So I sold $45 puts in November before earnings. So I sold 5th November. That's what I did. And I tried day trading Tesla, which did not work yesterday. So I was out. This is one thing that I'm feeling very bad about. Yesterday, I had Moderna short, and then it was not, and the thesis I had was, okay, it's coming down. So I had short over here. I still had, and I was thinking that it goes to 350, okay? And I had a short. But what happened when yesterday it was not falling apart? And my reasoning was that quarterly rebalance is happening. You know, people have all the peak in terms of vaccination and everything is done. So there is no more catalyst for Moderna and it should fall, okay? And rebalancing, people would want, money managers would want this not to be, you know, in their portfolio for fourth quarter. And so that is what I was thinking. But yesterday it was kind of an inside day and it was showing actually relative strength compared to what the entire market was doing. And I just thought probably the short is not going to work. I got rid of my short, and this is what happened because of the Merck news. So it happens, right? It's not only that, you know, this did not work in my favor. You know, my thesis was there. I lost my patience. So this did not work. But then similarly, Dollar Tree, I had a thesis that it was on a particular support, right? And I sold puts there. And the next day itself, there is a news that they're increasing prices. And in one day, I was able to sell it for a good amount of profit. So yeah, here in one day, the news helped me. And over there, even Moderna, the news would have helped me. But I was impatient and I couldn't hold on to my short there. So big mistake by me over here for Moderna. But what am I looking for fourth quarter? Disney. Disney is one that I'm looking for. Okay, so Disney had been all falling, and then I'm just looking at it over here. Today is this is a gap and go, but with all this happening, you know, it has been slowly going down, and this big reversal, this is definitely a reversal. If you look at the weekly chart, actually it has two. So there is a lot of buying pressure over here. It's right over here. As long as it is above 167, 168, between that 167 and 166, this area, I am long for it. And I had leaps that I haven't gotten rid of. So those are right now, the loss is minimized on those. Then what else? Disney, this is one which is breaking out and I already have long in it. Live Nation, right? This is breaking out and I'm already long November calls, and this is a nice breakout on a weekly. If it closes here, let's do a fib here and see where it can go. Okay, I'll draw a fib from here. of course, the first target is going to be 100, and then in time probably around this 108, 107 level. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Now this is November 5th, so we still have time for it to have the pre-earning run. And now that we are having this antiviral drug for COVID, I definitely think we keep going higher. So this is nice. So under the same thing, I'm looking at Expedia is what I have taken long for this reason about the travel. Okay, so it was higher in the morning, so I have taken a call spread. The reason being for a call spread rather than just taking a call, because this is so much of chop, right? So many people over here, this supply will take some time, so I don't want to lose on my thesis, and I don't want to lose on my premium. So rather than go for an night call, I have taken a call spread over here. That's in Expedia. And BTU is an alert that I got yesterday, and I went long. So that's working also. So that is working. BTU is working. The another one, the FANG that I already had, which I'm out of, I'm still looking for an entry back again in. I'm hoping over here we have some kind of a pullback, and then it gives me again, you know, at around 890 or so, around 88 or so, it gives me another chance to get in. So that's what I'm looking at with FANG. Roku, finally, after 2-3 upgrades, finally when it was up yesterday all day, right, I bought actually a November call on it for earnings, hoping that Netflix blows out on their earnings. We run on it because of Netflix. Disney and Roku start running. All this can happen after definitely the sell-off that we have. And so I wanted to give myself time. So I have calls for Roku, which take care of earnings. So let's see what it does. So these are some of the positions that I have. This one is still not working. I don't know when it will start working. This is a finance call spread that I have. You know, it's come down to the 50-month kind of, you know, and it's close to its 2019 prices. All this is just taken out, you know. I don't know what that is one of the reasons that I have been very slow in doing more, because this has taken up quite a bit of margin for me, and I have some rules as to how much I can use, and so it limits me to some kind of trades. But it's a December trade, so let's see how it goes. I am not looking at any growth. I still think we need to fall further in terms of that. Especially, I mean, if team, with all this kind of panic selling, team has not sold off. I know it has. That means there are two ways to look at it. Either that this has relative strength and it will keep going higher once the market is done selling off, or else we are not done with the sell-off, and this people need to get rid of their positions that have profits to compensate for the positions that they have lost. Yeah, so we are not done with the sell-off. Or even if the sell-off is done, we are going to see that this may not fall, but this may not go up either. It can just do nothing for some number of months. Because how much? People don't want to buy it over here anymore, but they don't want to sell it either. So it just, you know, stays there. This is so much away from its anchored VWAP that I'm not going to buy this. This is something that I want to buy on a pullback, but there is no pullback, so I'll keep waiting. Now CRM, also the same. You know, it's, all these stocks, that's what I think, you know, they just consolidate for some time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and that's how I'm positioning. I have Roku long, I have Disney long. It is definitely based on what Netflix does, so I'm keeping a close eye on it. Tesla has delivery numbers next week. The premiums are really high. I don't want to play that right now. I took advantage of the high IV since last few days, and I have sold puts in AbbVie. I have sold puts in Dunkin'. So those are the things that I have done, and they are providing me cash flow. So that's all. Let's see. Bye.